How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. I still have lots to do around here, but um, today, well, starting in a few minutes, I'm going to be going over to my neighbor's house. There's a lot to clean up over there and get it nice for the city to leave her alone. Neighbors trying to sell their house and not giving her it's just an issue. Anyway, I'm gonna go over there, and instead of doing the work here, I'm gonna go over there and help her out and get that done, because it's got to get done. But yeah, I got this here, both of them screened and now closed up to each other. But if you look, you can see the gap. But however, if I get a latch to connect the two, well, let me point at it. If I get a latch to connect the two, and then it'll be a pull latch clamp that'll hold it in tight, so that way none of the but the dimensions are exact with it all the way around, and it'll be easy to keep them together, especially when you're on level ground. And it protects all the plants inside that are still growing from the birds and mice. Now, however, these are cabbage up here, and they are prone to being attacked by birds and mice at that stage. A little bit bigger than that, actually, but I mean, I got to make a couple more of these. I really don't have anywhere else to put them. I mean, I could put them inside the greenhouse, but then I have issues with the mice. Not so much anymore, but it's still there. I'm going to be cleaning this up whenever I get a chance. But I did a lot of pruning today, like on these here, like right in here there was a sucker plant, growing up on these. You can tell the difference between, so this beefsteak tomato plant I got from the store-bought tomato, and well, no, I did cut that one. Okay, so anyways, it's growing. This is the main stem right here. I'm not good at that. Right in, let me move this leaf out of the way. Okay, so right in here, this is the main stem, and this here, are the flowers that are going to turn into the strawberries, tomatoes. And so it's already starting to flower. It probably had a little bit too much water. You can see the little bit of yellow into it, and it was softer. It's not as firm. Yeah, it's pretty soft right now. It's got too much water in it. But the soil here is dry. The soil here is dry. However, at the base, it's probably still got quite a bit of water in it. I did trim back the basil. Let's see if I can show the better looking one. So this basil right here, I've topped them all, but there's different sizes of these basils that where I had a late stage topping over here, and that one's a lot bigger. You can actually take these off, these leaves off, and let these come out and take form. It'll build a stronger base. The more of these you take off and let it just bush up instead of growing tall. But you can see like this one here, how it's got a weak stem right here. It's getting stronger, but I'll be working on it to make sure it does well. And but there's not really a whole lot changed. I mean, I finally let the kale, well, the purple kale, out of the jars, and they're starting to look really, really good. These are your main branch stems here, and then these here are just your leaves on the sides. This will grow into you know, a pretty big bush of a plant. All the onions are really popping up. I got my okra coming in all right here. So I'll be transplanting them probably next week, and then in about 2 or 3 weeks, I'll check the weather and I'll be transplanting those if I need them out there. I did seed out there as well in that area back there. I did seed all that, but if we have another frost and those plants don't do well, then I have backup. Let's see. Here's the strawberries. Now all these strawberry trays that I got, I'm gonna have a better use for them later. But I'm gonna put all these strawberries up there in those raised beds, and then I'm also gonna build. Well, I'll show you in a minute. Let me finish this off first. Now this is the front bush. I don't know. It started growing, so those are just weeds. So I'm gonna find out. I don't remember which bush I took it from. But anyway, oh yeah, those were from the seeds in one of the plants. Now I remember. I'll show that one later. But these are from the bushes up front as well. And you can see they're already starting to, some of them are starting to flower. Now you can let them flower, or you can cut those off and have it focus its energy on growing more abundantly. But yeah, there are quite a few of them that are just flowering up after I separated them from the main plant. That there is tomato. Huh. I don't know how these got in here. Well, I'm sure I do. Compost. Alright. And the bulbines are doing really good. Oh, this one's already starting to flower. Huh. It's hard to see that with that light in the way. Okay. That looks pretty cool. Alright. And then here's some of these aloe veras were, oh wow, that's pretty strong too. They're really coming back. But when they do something like this and how weak it is in the whole thing, it's best to just pull it off. But be very careful of how you pull it off. Like right now, I'm twisting it off all the way around until I get it out without damaging the aloe vera. See? Again, I'm still pretty novice, but I do know more than I used to, and I'm learning as I go. But I'm not trying to put out there that I know what I'm doing all the time, because I don't. However, it's great learning all this stuff, and then every time I mess something up, it's great to realize what I messed up and then fix the issue for next time. So it's one way of learning. It can be an expensive way of learning, but for me, it's not really that expensive because most of this stuff I accumulated over time, and then just learned how to grow it and then multiply it. I got these down here, the aloe veras. These are already starting to harden up over. These were cuttings from a couple days ago, but I'm gonna let them sit right here. Those over there are almost ready. Yeah, you can see how these have been here for about maybe between 7 and 9 days. Oh, I'm not even showing the, okay. But you can see how they've already sealed over pretty much. And then what I'm gonna do is, once they do fully seal, I'm gonna continue to leave them at an angle, basically in a pot, like so, like where it's just leaning there. And at the base, I'm gonna have moisture, damp soil, just right up to about here, and let the roots start to grow, but also giving this whole thing you know, sunlight to be able to energize, get the energy to start, you know, producing the roots. This one I'm probably just gonna put this one in the soil. I got the compost for that. But back to strawberries. Now that we're coming out here, I also gotta turn that. It's supposed to rain tonight. And I'm gonna turn it and get it going in these raised beds. So the cover that I'm gonna put on them, I just looked at these. Now these come off and you got, you know, hollow points in it, but it's pretty strong. And so what I was gonna do when I build the frame, and it's gonna be about a 1 foot high, maybe 14-inch high frame that's gonna go on top of this, and it's gonna be enclosed with the screening that I got over there, so that way the birds don't get to all the strawberries. But I'm also gonna, you know, kind of raise them up a little off the ground in there, and I don't know if I'm gonna a weed barrier mesh over and then cut holes where the strawberries come out. I might do that just to give it keep the bugs from, you know, in the soil eating the plants. But I also put garlic in there because that helps reduce the chances of, I forgot what the name of the bug is, but it eats the strawberries up and it reduces it by like 50%. So all in the center right here along both sides is garlic, and then what's going to go in here all the way down is going to be strawberry, a border around it as well all the way here, and then probably the same thing in the middle. But I'm not sure in the middle yet what I'm going to do. But yeah, oh hey boys, we got one of our honestly I don't remember the name of this. This is something that my neighbor gave me, and it's a really cool looking elephant ear, dark green, but it's coming back, so that's awesome. I don't know if there's any pups on it though. There could always be a pup on it. Well, it's got some some stuff's eating at it. Alright, I'll take a look at that later. And then also over here I got 4. Thought I only had 3. Huh. But bananas. Yeah. Oh, in here I planted dahlias. I planted dahlias, and also, I forgot what the name of this one was. It's it looks really cool. It's got like these little tiny orangish flowers that hopefully I'll show it to you when it pops up again. But these dahlias have completely there was only one here, there was one here, and there was one here, and I think I put like one, or one down there as well, a couple of different spots. But they're just popping up multiple amounts of them this time, and I'm going to add more soil to this and then cover this drain so that it doesn't take all the soil out. Anyways, okay. But I'm excited to see all this, popping up. And I got it even right here. Some of them didn't end right there. Some of them didn't grow last year. That might be the reason why I'm getting so many more this time around, because I did plant, I think, twice in here. And I don't know what happened the first time around, why it didn't grow. I don't remember. But this year it is. And this here is not something I want. And then we got all the elephant ears are sprouting out. Got the first one opened up. This whole back area is full of elephant ears that I planted. And then there's also I don't know what that's called. Whoop. Oh. And then the canises back here, they're all the way down to that way. But I think I probably buried them a little too much. And see if they'll pop up. Huh. Yep, that's what I thought. There it is. Oops. Huh. I might replant some of them, because I might have just buried them too deep and they ain't gonna come back out. But this was as low as that over here, and eventually I'm gonna raise that back all the way up to flush with the tub, almost anyway. And I'm also gonna probably put a step ladder to get up on top of the roof right there. But all the way across here, my goal is to have a water reservoir to hold all the rainwater from when it does rain. But we haven't decided on what really we're gonna do over there. The last rain we had, I've been using that water to, excuse me, hiccups, to water all the plants. Dogs keep on running through here like it's a racetrack, messing up the mulch, and I gotta mulch it more anyway. But oh, okay, and he poops in here too. Okay, I got that. I'll pick that up later. But yeah, I'm about to go over there to the neighbor's house, and I'll show you the before, and then once we get done, I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. And this is her whole design, so don't think that I, went over there and just fixed, it was my design or anything. It's not. But she's got a really nice looking garden as well that she's been working on for a while, but she can only do so much, and she's always having to watch the grandkids and take care of the yard. I mean, literally taking the grandkids to school, picking them up and whatnot. It's hard on her. She does a lot, but she also has to rest a lot. And then she's getting issues from her neighbor. It doesn't help. But anyway. Ooh. That's some moss right there. Ooh. That's some moss right here. And I was thinking about making one of those little mini, I forgot what they call that. Not an aquarium, but, like, mini bonsai kind of looking thing. Anyway, I'm gonna put that in it. Give it a little tickle. So let's see what it looks like over there. Oh, and all the flowers are popping up too. Let's take it right over to the neighbors. I need to fix this wheelbarrow. That's the plant I want to grow multiples of. A plant that a lot of pollinators actually like too. Oh wow. All those flowers popping up after I cleaned it all up and pulled it back and trimmed it up. Look at all them flowers. That is nice. I guess they decided to bloom today. And then those flowers are, yeah, they're starting to come out too. That's awesome. The bush though, that I got it from is right here, I think. Yes, yeah, it was this one. So what I did was, and I'm sure there's a couple more, was I separated them. There's my drip urn. No, I didn't separate them. They grew from seed underneath the plant. Let's see, that's not anything. And it doesn't look like there's any more. Oh wait, what are these? These are the seeds. Dropped. Oh, I'm not even showing it, hang on. These are the seeds that had dropped from the plant and grew new ones. And that's what I did. And it's a hardy gardenia azalea. Oh, this is way over there. Alright, and that's a bush too. And this is the double knockout bush. That's also the azalea, same as the other one. Maybe I might be able to see. You can separate ones that do go into the soil, that grow, you know, trying to spread out wider, and they grow from underneath the soil. If the root system is, I mean, if the branches are good enough to sustain. My gate just opened and closed. Huh? That must have been Rocky. What? But yeah. I squirreled. Oh, this is what I was going to show you. What I was just explaining. I put it underneath the mulch, and it's in the soil a little bit. And so these two, one, they'll grow new roots. You can cut them off and plant them somewhere else. And I do the same thing back here. However, I want this plant to equalize on both corners, and right now it's lacking about another 6 inches over here, so I'm going to bring it out a little bit more, and you know, this end getting it bushed up a little bit more. But let's go over to Edna's. She has a lot of work to do. Whoop. I'm trying to be able to push the wheelbarrow and show you. Alright, I'll hold it like that. Alright. Alright, this is her garden. You know, I gotta do a little bit of work cleaning it up, getting it ready. Make it look really nice. So, probably gonna be here all day. But until then, y'all enjoy your day. And I'll bring an update after we get it all cleaned up and organized. Alright, bye-bye. Darnell!